Uh, Hello everyone. Just let me get my shit together real quick. How you guys doing? I see that I'm listening is here. Well, was here. This comment was right before I hit that button. Uh, Hybrid catastrophic impact X83rd power was good, bro. RPM. Yeah, welcome to the smoke show. Well, it just I guess I could say that it's my smoke for the world and society at large. Yeah, uh, gonna pick my consistency back up because uh, in this crazy world, every contribution counts. So, just want to let everyone know that. And, uh, oh my God. I just saw that. Let me go through these comments. Been watching leftist meltdowns on the internet. Yeah, that'll keep your spirits up. That'll keep all of our spirits up. If you didn't vote for your mamala, which I'm gonna call her that because some of you out there have been quite disrespectful. Well, and I'm not here to wag the finger at you, not like how they wag the finger at black men. So we I'm going to show you, and black men at large are going to show you is that we know how to keep it cool and proper. But we address this real quick. Uh my condolences to you who have been a long time viewer of this channel. I'm really sorry to hear that. And I still have my father. I lost my mother like 3 years ago, so losing a parent is not easy, and is very meaningful to this channel. And when I say this channel, that's of course me. That you would share that, you know, with us. You didn't have to, but you did. So definitely, my condolences to your, uh, and safe and you know eternal paradise to your father, in the hereafter. So rest in peace. Uh, Marcus Romero Productions. What's good? Uh, Tell your loved ones. Yep, pretty much. Pretty much. That's true words have never been spoken. Said, bro, I clocked out at 7 and I'm just getting home 4 hours later because the MTA decided to stop running. Yeah, you ever have some of them things that everything would have been perfect if that one thing didn't happen? Yeah, that was it. RPM. So okay, so I'll try to have a good show tonight. Okay, yeah, this is my I've done like two shows I believe in the past month, so that's definitely disservice to you guys who watch at least. And for those who tune in to the replay gang, so we can't ever forget to shout those guys out. So let me try to pull this slideshow up because the topic is who should forbid. Oh, also before I get on, while I'm thinking about it, uh, anyone that knows this channel, Blacklight Revelations 2, uh, he comes through quite often, um, to participate in the chat. I think his channel got deleted. And I mean, like, Rob was someone who was very passionate about, his content and his presentation. Um, it's it sucks that's the case. And the reason why I know this is because I was looking at my memberships the other day, and It was one spot where he was a member of this channel, of course, along with guys like Phil, Brad, and Greg, and Mordecus. Um, yeah, he it said that the channel had been deleted, and I'm also a member of his channel as well. So it really sucks that someone who did the content as well and as professional, he was, and he also his commentary was also with passion as well. He did believe that black men we should have our place in the conversation. That he also said that's what he liked about this channel as well. So I'll always support guys like that. I mean, he was heavily into politics, so I mean, maybe some of his viewpoints didn't go well with what YouTube is, but um, I'll say this: at least with this new incoming administration, there's something that they're going to do about online censorship, and I do support that. I do support anything we can get, especially putting a stop to online censorship because differences of opinions. I mean, you got a political party that you have a political party that says that they are all about democracy, yet they want to censor people. So, what kind of sense does that make? So, uh, let me just pull this slideshow up. Just give me a second. I'm trying to. Yeah. Yep. You are correct. Hybrid. Yeah. I mean, one thing about this censorship as well is that you have people who are haters who report, channels and get channels flagged. Speaking of flagged and, you know, channel demises, it's a shame that we lose people like Rob, but people like Cynthia G are able to stick around. It's like she popped up in my algorithm the other day. I mean, like I don't go looking for Cynthia G. So that means that people who watch this channel are probably watching Cynthia G. And you can watch what you want to watch. I mean, I do believe in freedom of speech. That's why I voted the way I voted. I believe in freedom of speech, but I mean, I understand that channels like Rob's get sacrificed after he just basically giving his worldview, just like everyone else is, and she gets to stick around. You know, saying you using the same toxic rhetoric she used before, but that's to I guess to YouTube that's fighting the patriarchy. It's like who's running these places, man? I mean, I'm on someone else's platform. I do understand and realize that. But I mean, like I said, anybody should be able to have their freedom of speech. Not and I know they don't and I know the opposition will never ever feel the same way about us. And the Democratic Party, again, that name is a contradiction. If you voted that way, to me, you're kind of these, kind of like these 4B bitches, these people who are screaming up and down and around the world that their rights got taken away on November the 5th or November the 6th, technically. Um, mm, I just, I just don't, I don't think that it's meant to make sense. I'll say that. So check some things out here. Yeah. Okay, so let me share this screen. Safety G says the most incendiary things, but they delete channels for a lot less. While Cynthia G is allowed to continue. Everyone should be allowed to continue. Everyone, not just her. Everyone. Let Obsidian back up. Let Tommy Sotomayor back up. You know, it doesn't make any sense to have them off the platform and have her back up here. It's ridiculous, and it shows you the power of the vagina. They really aren't threatened by women. Then maybe the whole point of this broadcast is to let you guys know that women really aren't a threat. I mean, they go with some crazy stuff because they don't get their way, especially with the B dub. Excuse me. Finish that drink there. Uh, yeah, yeah. They delete Tommy every time he sniffs toward YouTube. He does interviews though. He does interviews with, I guess you could call more prominent YouTubers. But um, I remember a long time ago, and I'm not complaining about moderators and how they do things, but Tommy showed up over here and the moderator timed him out. Um, I would probably have to say at the time that moderator doesn't understand that if I'm going to do a program like this, that some a Carlton Way one was good, that it needs to be about money. And I'm not the brown nosing type. So I believe if anyone major ever showed up for any reason to this platform, it won't be an ass kissing affair. It'll be pretty much an interesting conversation. And until that day, until we're just gonna continue to do things how we do over here. So we got called to way one in the building. 4B, it won't last 1 month without trying to get attention and money and their sexuality. Yeah, it's just an attention movement in America and Western culture because ain't nobody gonna stop fucking. These girls ain't gonna stop fucking because how else are some of this population gonna have their income? I mean, which brings me to one of my sub points is that yeah, y'all are making prostitutes and escorts happy out here, and it's not that. I mean, a lot of this stuff is just I don't know. I guess internet drivel, TV drivel, shit like that. The even though they call these platforms and the people who talk on them influencers, you guys have to understand that the TV, the mainstream legacy media, has more influence than a motherfucker. They're seen as legitimate, like especially as the with the mainstream media news sources such as CNN and MSNBC. I would lump Fox News in too, but Fox News has been labeled as a racist network. So our people don't take Fox News seriously, but I don't take none of that shit seriously. I stopped taking it seriously a long time ago. And the reason why, you know, I'm mentioning mainstream media and how, two reasons. Number one, it's mainstream news and media is sparking the hysteria of the 4B movement. Excuse me. And really, the 4B movement was something that happened a couple of years back in, I believe, South Korea. The feminist movement has a really strong stranglehold of the women down there. And they decided to fight, misogyny and the patriarchy. That they weren't going to have sex with men. They weren't going to reproduce until things changed for them. I don't know how that's turned out, but um, I seriously doubt that American women can go through it. Period. Yeah, I mean, it's like it because it's like Hybrid saying, attention, money, and basically sexuality is what drives them to certain privileges depending on how pretty they are. He said for me movement in Korea failed. So like I said, this is not a broadcast that or live stream that I'm just going to spend complaining about. women that don't want to have sex with you. But this is something that brothers have been saying the whole time. I mean, you have the option to say no. I've been saying it for years. It's like one of them arguments that when you find out you really can't, um, you really can't convince people. So let me see. Share the screen here. Uh, okay. All right. Let's let's get down to business. Oh god. Like where do I get these photos from? Uh Isaiah J says, hold the line, black man, winter is here. The 4B movement weeds out the crazy women from the dating pool, less abortions, less out of wedlock births. Uh, I would go with the first part more than anything because it's like, yeah, the 4B movement. If there's a woman that takes the time to actually make content saying that she's not gonna have sex with men, she's proven every black man that has ever gotten up here on these platforms on social media who are viewed as the guys who, and it's strong quote fingers here, complain about women. You proved every one of those guys correct. Every one of them. I don't care if you want to call them incels or not. You proved every one of them right. They just have to announce it. They can execute. Yeah, yeah. Prove every one of them right. Because the argument is with them usually is they don't have any control over them getting pregnant. Which by stating certain things like you he should have wore a condom. He should have wore a rubber. I was like, huh? So here's the thing: you don't have any control over whether their penis goes inside of you or not. It's the craziest concept to me for a group of women who establish every day on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook, any social media platform they can find on what grade of man they're going to have sex with. Period. It's something we all know about. Forever blessed was good. They've always had control of this. Even women that look like this on the screen, yes, they're getting some penis too. You know why? Because there's always some guy out there that's willing to do it. And I know that the second picture is a cartoon. So when we speak of that second picture, we're talking archetype here. Yes, they will always be able to find a dick. You see this guy right here delivering the packages? He might be one of the baby daddies. Shoot. The man got an eviction notice right here. Because she got on a Harris Waltz t-shirt. Oh shit. This shit is funny as fuck. Like, I haven't really looked at this image until I saw the Harris Waltz T-shirt first and the scheme in the picture, so I just ripped it off social media real quick. But taking a look at it is funnier than I thought it was. Oh boy, I don't owe no man a flat stomach. You should, you should. I mean, with anything like that, if you don't feel as if you owe it to yourself, then there's no need to wear a t-shirt saying that shit. It's like kind of like that Dulce Sloan Lizzo logic. And speaking of Lizzo, she's been shredding the pounds from her recent social media images because she has realized that just focusing on body positivity just ain't gonna work in a very real society. You know how they do the AI images, Carlton? Wait, what? Is that a baby coming out of the chest of the other kid? Oh God. Yeah, that I, I mean, somebody could have put pen to paper on this, but I'm seeing this as probably an AI image with a very good AI because I can't put this in any type of prompt and then existing AI I have and come up with this. Oh boy. But like I said, if the 4B movement that they say they want to have is keep gonna keep them from doing crazy shit like in this second picture, then I am fine with that. Shit, I am okay with it. Oh, look at that. I'm sorry. I mean, I've seen this before, but just looking at it now and while I'm doing this show is just making it even more hilarious. She says, Chance Rogers was good. It's up to us women now. I'm refusing to sleep with any men for 4 years. What is that? Is I get it. If she's starting her diet that day, as of that message right there, and she's giving herself 4 years to slim down. I mean, God willing, she makes it, that any of us make it, and the men that she plans on, I guess having sex with after this 4 year period is up. I mean, only one can assume. Basically, I'm trying to help her out as much as possible. But as of right now, if I were to say be brutally honest, I would have to say that this big bitch won't be missed. Oh God, she look like one of the fat to our Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Yeah, I'm willing to go with Tweedledum on this one, but looks like Grimace got a sex change and got a skin lightening procedure like Michael Jackson, obviously as well. So yeah, this is the kind of women that's talking about they're going for B. Not while Trump is in office. You know, because you got our people jumping out in front, representing this hysteria. I mean, shoot, I can name a few of them. Let me see if I can show you one of them right now. Whoopi Goldberg, whose real name is Karen. Uh, yeah, I could have set that picture in that slideshow a little bit better, but you know, we'll just have that little right strip represent, the color of men that she had sex with anyway. Whoopi Goldberg has joined the 4B movement because of the election of President elect Donald Trump, number 47. Yeah. So, so hybrid, if you were planning to push up on Whoopi Goldberg or RPM or even Chance Rogers, you know, if there's a chance, pun intended, that you were to pull up on Whoopi Goldberg and you was like, ooh, look at that body. Like, if you tried to push up on her, not for the next 4 years. You're gonna have to wait to see who the next president is. And if if the if Trump can get everything he said done in the next 4 years, we're gonna be looking at President JD Vance. So it might be 8 years for Whoopi Goldberg. So guys, I mean, shoot, I mean, don't. All I'm saying is don't catch blue balls. Try, waiting on this bitch right here. Like, what the fuck? I mean, but for anyone who tunes into the View, you would understand why she would say some crazy shit like this. I think I would be just fine without access to Whoopi's cootie cat. You know, you know, they say that white men used to call Whoopi's backside a whoopee cushion. No, that's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. Yeah, I used to think about that shit when I was a kid too. Name was Whoopi Goldberg, and you had the Whoopi cushion, which was basically a fart bag that you sat on and just made a fart sound. And, yeah, yeah. I would agree with that. All the women on there are unhinged. Anna Navarro, Joy Behar, Sunny Hostin. And the only reason why I know their names right now because they're all over the meltdown videos. Dude, they're all over those meltdown videos. You know those meltdown videos that we've been watching and tuning into. Yeah, they're all over the motherfuckers. And she talking about she for her old bed wench ass talking about she's 4B on a national program that's supposed to be accredited by ABC News. When I heard that The View was supposed to be under the umbrella of ABC News, I was like, damn, they have lost all credibility because they allow shit like that to be said on a national news platform. Oh boy, we got the Roger Report live. Long live the habitual line steppers, my brother. I just dreamed about her last year. You telling me I don't have a chance until 2028? 2028, shit. If JD Vance is the next president, you talking about 2032, bruh. 2032, man. So I mean, keep you a supply of lotion and paper towels somewhere near because Rosie Palm and her five sisters is gonna get a lot of action if you're waiting on Whoopi Goldberg. So it's just like so ironic. Her name is Joy and Sunny. Sunny is not even her real name. Whoopi is not her real name. Her real name is Karen. Look it up. She's a Karen. She's a literal Karen. That's why she would say some shit like that. Yeah. So let's go back to let's go back to let's go back to a comment you made earlier, Hybrid. Let me check it out. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Thanks for everyone coming through. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. So switch to this motherfucker right here. Joy Reid sends message to Republicans on Thanksgiving. Make your own dinner, MAGA. So what's going on? So what happened to other Thanksgivings? MAGA been around since 2016. Like Joy Reid and others are on TV. I mean, yeah, when I say others, I mean The View have been on TV having the discussion of whether you should see your family members on the holidays if they voted for Donald Trump. So I will make this point right here. I have never seen anyone that supports the other side, the quote unquote MAGA movement, or any staunch Republicans, you know, like let's even use Biden's victory as an example. I haven't seen anyone Republican or Trump supporter say that I'm not going home for Thanksgiving because they voted for that goddamn Joe Biden. I never seen it. But this year, since the news media, and people like Joy Reid are responsible for this, causing mass hysteria because of a Donald Trump victory into the White House for the second time. And he's the second president in history that has done that. Oh, out of the 45 men that have served, Donald Trump is the second guy to have non-consecutive presidential terms. And you got people like George Reid and other women of color, because I don't know if we want to start, because I take some reverence to being black, meaning that I have kind of a respect for people's like, oh, it's a color. Oh, it's a color. We're not black. We're actually just brown, which is true. So we're just diaspora. We're African American. We're melanated. I have a respect for the word black though. I mean, I'll take black over people of color. You don't want to call people like this black. I mean, even though she clearly is black, I can't take it away from her. But you got women of color all over television. A television media that is supposed to be credible, telling you not to spend Thanksgiving with your family members. To that, I would say, for people, I can't say on behalf of people who voted for Trump, just like I say that I'm not the representative of all black men. But since I did that, I would like to apologize because some of y'all got stupid ass family members that get butthurt over somebody winning a presidential election that barely affects you anyway. I was like, why don't you get out your motherfucking feelings, you dumbass? Don't care about who you vote for. Life is short and death is final. You're dumb as fuck if you're gonna sit up here and listen to people like this and think just because they're on $1 million operation that you should listen to them more than someone like me or someone like Rob from Blacklight Revelations 2 who just lost his channel. Don't spend Thanksgiving with your family. If you are a celebrity or a mainstream media worshiper, then you need to get your fucking head checked. And I don't mean that in any nice way at all. And we got Chief Rocka with the super chat. Thank you. Very generous. Well, super sticker. So here we go. Thank you very much. That means the world to me. Yeah, the first one of this month in December. Yeah. So yeah. So I just just a little message real quick. Can't really can't really put it any other way because why I mean these are our loved ones. I mean, I don't know if anybody I don't know of anybody that I know that has basically said I'm not going to Thanksgiving or Christmas because they voted for Trump. It's ridiculous. You have no evidence. You have no solid evidence that things are going to go south in the next 4 years. Things things could go south right now in the current administration. So Kamala Harris support us, stupid dog shit, maggot loot. Oh well, goddamn, it's kind of harsh, even for us over here. I would say they're sus because I've said this repeatedly in other places. If you voted Democrat, you support bussy popping in front of your children. You support niggas with wigs following your daughters into bathrooms, playing them in sports, experimental drugs on school children, um, who might decide one day that they want to change their gender. You support all kinds of weird shit. You support censorship because if Kamala Harris would have won, the censorship would have been out of control. Because that's going back to the View, and these 4B ladies, and if you're talking about a 4B movement, of course you have this mentality. They wanted to censor people. It would have been it would have been Adpocalypse time 5. Said the left is so broken. Of course they are. I mean, the right, look, they're broken too, but at least they got the current president. I'm not going to say that the Republicans are perfect, but because I mean, like, if you listen to some of the Republicans speak, these God and guns people, like, I mean, which there's nothing wrong with being God and guns, but a lot of the white ones, they believe that that should only be reserved for them. So don't ever get it twisted. Don't trust them just yet. So, but at the same time, the left is batshit crazy. It's it they're not rooted in common sense. These people spreading messages like this, they support movements where people want to identify as dogs and cats. Yes, they actually have a little micro society. In it's it's in a school system somewhere in the country. I should have written this down when I was listening to it, but it's crazy. Like the way they let people carry on. We're just ready to get back to a little common sense. I mean, you're gonna have those people occasionally. Oh, Kevin, you can't tell people how to live. No, I can't, but your government can. I mean, shit. I mean, I won't need to worry about it at all, really. I mean, shit. Some of us do have children, but the two most important issues was the economy and immigration. It was economy and immigration. Don't forget that those were the two main issues. Even though I did mention some very egregious stuff that had something to do with the alphabet community, and I mean, you are who you are. You love who you love, of course. I'm not trying to force you to love any other way. I don't think they're going to repeal gay marriage. I don't think that's going to happen. So there's no need for anybody who participates in that lifestyle to worry about that, but it's your trans buddies that really have us all concerned. And these people that want to read to children for some reason. Let me read to some kids. No, what the fuck is wrong with you? I mean, said a lot of Republicans might be married according to how women voted. Yeah, oh yeah, never forget why they try to put this all on all of us black men, which is awesome because we should be taking the credit. I mean, it's what you're establishing when you allow that narrative to carry on that this might be because black men didn't turn out to vote, is that you're establishing some semblance of power. Since they care about their side of the tracks, and you affected that side of the tracks. Yeah, I mean the B1 crowd. I'm not talking about the B1 that got kicked off YouTube. I'm talking about the B1 that's still here, like Professor Black Truth and Jason Black. They believe that it was black people in a combined effort that stopped the Democrats from getting back in the White House. But I would have to say that I would love it. Well, not these idiots. Let me see. Am I not these idiots right here? But black men, we did that. Okay, all right. I've been seeing this image go around. I'm sure you've seen this image on other platforms and channels. First off, I'm gonna call bullshit on this image right here for various reasons, but I'm gonna try to give a couple reasons that some of you may not have thought of. But I think an artist named Nikki Free did this. So the 92% that you see on the young lady's shirt sitting down, and they're all drinking coffee, but look like Starbucks, maybe, which is ironic. So the it's say the 92% represents the percentage of black women voters that voted for Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris, if we want to be technical about it. um, and the image implies is that They tried to save America, but it just didn't work out the way they voted. They tried saving everyone once again because the implication is that uh, whenever some America or society or communities need saving, that they are the ones to turn to, which is quite inaccurate, I would say. But the point I'm trying to make is, here's one point. The image is bullshit because I don't believe that you will ever see this many beautiful sisters in a row in one concentrated spot. I'm just telling you the truth. I mean, you go to any Walmart and prove my point. See at any mall and prove my point. In shape, fit, natural hair, beautiful, just soul power. I mean, yeah, it's like I'm no spring chicken, but I got eyes. it's oh boy. Uh yeah, cuz I mean, you see the messages in certain media too um that they are somehow the rescuers of black men. They are the rescuers of the community. They always have to save everybody and everything. I mean, shit, but you know who begs to differ? You know what begs to differ? Reality. So this is the kind of thing that we be talking about when you speak of the Democratic Party, who has stated and has well established in the past that black women are the backbone of the black community. They are the backbone of the Democratic Party. So we got a little, ego boosted. Ego boosted. I wouldn't say cheeseburgers hybrid, but I will say a lot of loud, loud cackling and laughter. But this woman is probably the woman who created this image, and I mean, I get the symbolic, image. I mean, the symbolic imagery of it. Like, there's such a special elite group of well balanced thinkers that try to do the right thing when there's no demonstrations of that in real life. Is actually the opposite. They probably would be them. Like in reality, they probably would have the if this picture were accurate, they probably would have the gasoline can, or their son husbands would have the gasoline cans. And then there'll probably be some presence of some big backs in this image too. Oh yeah, that's my favorite two words to put together as of late: big and back. Say what a big backs at because they voted for Kamala too. So that cheeseburger theory could be plausible. But yeah, 4B movement. Yeah, let me see if I can pull up some TikTok videos. Let me see if I can hold on 1 second, guys. Yeah. Now y'all want to see some stuff like that, some TikTok videos. TikTok. I might catch some hopefully I don't catch a copyright just by showing somebody talking. First first thing that pulls up is say watching the meltdown. Say watching the meltdowns was so entertaining. Yep. Say where's the bonnets? Oh, the slideshow is working again on the. I didn't notice that, so I guess I can go ahead and pull it up over here now. Watching the Democrats go from confident to hopeless in real time during the election was awesome. Yeah, yeah, it was. It was hilarious. It was grand. So let me 4B movement. I'm looking up 4B movement on TikTok right now. Yeah. All right. So it's not gonna disappoint. Oh boy. Yep, you're right. Weeding out the crazy ones. Add sound. All right. So it's got a little mix of culture here. Got okay, I'm sure this guy's being real funny. So he might be making the point. He might be making the points that we're making right now. So all right. So let me click on one of these videos. And guys, prepare to be entertained. Oh, there you go.
73rd post on the 4B movement on your FYP. Joining you today is myself, someone who shaved her head due to medical reasons, not due to Trump getting elected. And I'm here to explain what the movement is, what I think about it, and yeah, hear your feedback in the comments because I am sure you'll have stuff to say to me after this. So, what the heck is the 4B movement? Good question. Took me a minute to figure it out. The 4B movement actually originated over in Asia.
Yeah, Korea. Okay.
Hi, yes. In regard to the 4B movement, here's a motion I would like to bring to the people. Okay. When men touch us, that unsolicited touch they do when they're trying to get our attention, speak to us, begin to ensnare us in their drama, that is them being a man and wanting something from a woman. Can we start screaming? Can we just scream from there and be like, ah! Can we do that? Because I did that recently and it was so great. It was so great. I was at this like bar, right? And this guy was like trying to say something to me. Like he tapped me and then I was like, okay, what? And like he wasn't using his voice. It's like he was trying to like be funny and cute. He was neither. And he was like, and I was like, what? And I'm not one of those like what? I was like, if I'm not, especially because like now the way I feel about men, I'm kind of like, what the fuck? I was just kind of like,
Wow. Maybe censorship was a good idea. No, censorship is never a good idea. But the um all I can say is thank you very much, young lady. You know you're gonna be a cat lady in about 15 years. Maybe you're on the express program, so you're probably gonna be on it in 5. She obviously didn't get the memo. Most men don't cold approach anymore. We don't because I don't know. I haven't been out there in a number of years, but based on some of the reasoning I have seen out here that men have said is because of shit like this. You know, a lot of them are crazy. Uh, they just it's like a roll of the dice. Should I? Shouldn't I? And and there are too many others that are easier to get. I mean, to be dealing with some shit like this, you know, these are not top choice women. That's all I'm saying, and I think it's pretty good. I think that for the guys out there who are single and are dating, this is a good thing for you guys. So, all right. Everyday therapist, mother maintenance, then a virgin, nurse, then a servant, just an appendage, slip to attendant, so that he never lifts a finger. All day, every day. I have to shave my head to keep conservative men away. Oh, I need to be careful with that music because I don't want to catch a copyright. Yeah, I copyright for some shit like that. Like, oh boy.
Much because you have now officially pushed any woman who is ever questioning herself away from you and into my arms. And I am now 100% gay. I wasn't sure before, but now I am positive. So if you're a man, don't look at me, don't touch me, don't speak to me, don't breathe near me. Okay? Okay, I'm glad we got that sorted. To the men of America.
All right. See, that's what we're talking about here. We're the crazy ones are weeding themselves out. This, it's less drama and stress that your average guy has to deal with. And besides, who's approaching her anyway? I mean, she looks okay. It's not no, oh my God, why what's going on here? Like, I mean, I said sea monkeys do exist. Coming from she who has not and shall never be touched. Let's see.
You
Look at
guys
this
feel
one.
spicy? Because I do.
No matter how loud, how kind, respectful, how cute, men will still fucking hate you.
Women are talking about bringing that 4B movement right here to the United States.
Time to lock the fuck in. Operation 4B.
Refuse to date men, get married, have sex with them, or children.
All I have to say is good luck getting laid. Me and my girlies are participating in the 4B movement.
No more kitty cat for moderate men.
But being all the things that the patriarchy wants us to be. Clearly, they don't give a shit.
She said moderate men. Did you hear that? You mean modern men?
No attention to men. Delete block. Do not respond to them.
Government cares that they're not having kids because children are the future labor force.
I'm gonna start barking and getting fucking crazy.
You know, crazy? Me too. Just like all the women before me who were crazy.
It is the best thing I've ever done for my mental health. We're not crazy. We have to do this together.
The women who are doing the 4B movement help other women who are doing the 4B movement.
All right, feel me out. I'm not be responding to.
You see this?
Unite.
Oh shit. Oh man. Oh man. It's I said, man, it's gonna be rough for you single guys out there, I mean, shit. I mean, of the few women that are doing this, man, are they making it worse for the few million that aren't?
I acknowledge them. Do not look at them. Do not laugh at their jokes.
Why exactly are you going to keep becoming subservient to a nation that doesn't literally care about you?
Wake women up.
You guys feel
Okay, I'm starting to think this TikTok ban isn't so bad. I mean, so I wouldn't take anything what TikTokers say seriously. Yeah, like come January 19th, 2025, if ByteDance doesn't withdraw from TikTok or sell their shares of TikTok, then it will be banned in the USA. So, well, lots of content will be going out the window. Well, at least in the US. So let's see what this
Stress people don't
this
set
young woman has
realistic
to say.
goals for themselves. Y'all are 4B movementing me to death, and y'all do not know the first thing about being anybody's 4 or B. 4B movements, let me reiterate for y'all, means y'all not gonna be with no man, y'all not gonna be dealing with no man, y'all not gonna be having intercourse with no man, y'all not gonna be dating no man. It's just gonna be you, yourself, and you and your homegirls, okay? And some women can do this because this is something they have been practicing for a long amount of time, but a lot of us cannot, and I'm including myself in a lot of us.
She said,
because now all of these restrictions may be placed on women that you just.
She said, nope. So, yeah, she said she's gonna stay on the ding. I'm probably not very interested in what the guy has to say, but he might be saying some common sense stuff. So
the band started the 4B movement. Celibacy the wave, you know what I mean? Anything to reduce the thoughtfulness, you know what I mean? The thoughtfulness, you know what I mean? Bro, y'all should have been started the 4B.
I said the thoughtfulness. They're not even pump and dump on it. I mean, the last one that I just put on, she was kind of cute, man. She had something going on. Her name is Nicole M. Austin. Is that familiar to any of you guys? But she was all right from the way she was looking. This one right here,
quiet anymore because I just saw the most heartbreaking video. To all the women who decided to shave their head in support of this 4B movement, stop it. And not stop it because you can't do what you want or have freedom to do what you want, but you're being offensive. You're selfish. I just saw a woman post a video of her little girl, couldn't have been more than 5 years old, with cancer, with a bald head, saying that she's held her daughter numerous nights because her daughter was crying because when she lost her hair, she didn't feel beautiful anymore. So basically what you're saying is you're trying to make yourself unattractive by shaving your head because you don't like the president that was elected. Do you hear yourselves and see yourselves? Like, enough is enough. Grow up. Your entitlement is disgusting. There's actually women around the world that are oppressed. You live in the freest country, and you, no matter what you think,
they sure do.
Lost one right.
I don't think any of these women complaining right now would want to live in another country. I don't know, maybe somewhere in Europe. I don't know, but it's like some of these other countries like Russia and I mean Saudi Arabia, where they make them cover up. Like, man, look, you watch some WWE events in Saudi Arabia, they got everything on the woman covered up except the damn their hands and their face. That's it. But you know, they let the guys walk around all like they want with shirts off and stuff, which is kind of, I don't know. I mean, I'll just say that I'll chalk that up to their religion. You know, they can, but you know, anyway, I'm not trying to be disrespectful or anything, but you know, I don't think that any of these so-called battle axe feminists that complain about the way things are in America would want to live anywhere else. Revelator, the spirit of variance. Yeah, but yeah, she was on point with that one. Let's see. All right.
The fuck is a 4B movement? Fellas, y'all really done it now, piss these women off. Because I hear that's when they go on strike with the cooter. Y'all ain't finna be getting no box. Boy, it's gonna be so much cooter on the rainbow side. You're gonna have to turn to the pooper scooper.
So my okay, she's one of these different B dubs, but what she's basically doing is trying to call dudes gay, and all these women gonna come over, like all the bull dykes just believe that all the women are coming to them. I don't know, this might be satire right here because this is too much of a caricature.
Ladies, when you get over here, don't bring that baby daddy drama on this motherfucking side, because we don't deal with that shit over here. But boy, y'all done fucked up more ways than one now. I can smell the cooter bowl now.
Cooter bowl.
Tastes like cooter.
This is exactly what the Democratic Party has enabled. This right here. There's always truth in a joke. Exactly. Exactamundo. Oh shit. Uh-oh. Let me see if I can find a Karen on here. Uh-oh. This might be some common sense right here. Hold on.
4B movement is a victory for us because we told them we don't want no old single mothers. They hit the wall. They're over 30. They had children before they got married, and they got a high body count. They're doing us a favor.
I don't care how many men make videos like this, act like they don't care that women don't want to marry them or have their children. We're all very well aware that there is a single male loneliness epidemic going on right now. There's not a single woman loneliness.
Tit for tat. Oh, this is what this video turned into. Shall we watch the rest?
Problem. The 4B movement is about decentering men, and here they are doing what they always do, and that's putting themselves in the center of somebody else's movement. They have been trying their hardest to co-opt any movement that women get. We say we want a soft life, here they are talking about they're in their soft guy era. We say sprinkle, sprinkle, now they're talking about drizzle, drizzle. Like every time we make a movement, they try to mirror us. How are you?
Well, we're gonna go back to what Revelator, the spirit of variance, was saying. There's always truth in a joke. I have always suggested to men not to match anything or try to match anything that women do, because then you're gonna get shit like this. You're gonna get gaslighting like this. So, it's
You the leader when we're always following us. I guess we must be the leaders. I think the men are becoming afraid because they're realizing
nope, 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 nope. I will not. I mean, you can follow women all y'all want. That's that simp chip, but nah, not me.
a woman's power. When they see these decreasing rates of marriage and childbirth, they're realizing that it's the women who have decided to make it that way. So they've always come up with some kind of scare tactic, some kind of manipulation, but the latest tactic is to act like it was their idea. We actually like this, right, fellas? We wink wink. Yeah, we this is what we want too. No, this isn't what you want, but it is what you're going to get. The manipulation is
Y'all hear that, fellas? So if you're gonna run into the shit that you've been running into since the year 1992, like, man,
scare tactics aren't working and they never will. You're going to have to do the one thing you have been avoiding the whole time, and that is change and become a better man if you ever want to be with any one of these women. No one is settling for you anymore.
oh, she said no one is selling. Like, bam. I'm not, just don't pay attention to what I'm doing with the pointer here. But she said you guys are gonna have to change. You guys are gonna have. I mean, she's been thinking really hard about this. She's been thinking really hard. Does she have mirrors in her house? Probably not. I mean, I mean, for real, guys. I mean, do you want to deal with this? I mean, if you want some of her chocolate loving, you're gonna have to change, fellas. I mean, before you even meet, she know you guys got to change. And there's some guy out there that's like, there's some guy out there right now listening to this and say, yeah, man, goddamn, like, yeah, we black men, we got to do better, man. There's probably one of these. Let me see. Hold on one second. Let me show you what guy. Just pick one who would actually say that this bitch is right. Pick one out of this crowd right here. The Roger Report Live says, please ignore the reality of every time you smash something, use colors. Oh boy. And Don Jizzle, interracial culture. Hashtag SYSBM bros. Get yourself a passport. Funny thing is, I went alone to a restaurant, was eating at the bar, and two black women approached the bartender, ordered, and tried to start a conversation with. Yeah, man. I don't think this 4B movement is going to be a problem at all. I don't believe so. She better off eating kit. All right, Chaos Rain show is in the building. Her dreams have alternate endings with the size of that dome. Take another look at that shit, man. It's like, damn, it's like, is it her mouth talking, or is it her forehead or firehead or whatever? I mean, let me stop. And then they're gonna say I'm bashing black women. Why do these niggas keep bashing us? Oh shit. That grotesque picture. Ray Hummer, the Hummer Force. What's good, bro? Let's see. Hold on. Let's see what she talked about. Because she too pretty. Hold on.
Yes. I mean, men are treating us like crap. They're unaliving us in droves. So I think we're done. We're not going to partner with them.
Unaliving in droves.
Oh, wow. Okay. So you're just going to throw away your divine purpose of serving me and my kids? Well, then screw you. In fact, we're going to leave you alone first. How about that? Okay.
See, this is a problem that we often run into in social media, is like women thinking that they are the same as men. So they do little, they have arguments with themselves. This woman is literally having an argument with herself. So, when they say that men are always arguing with women, I don't see what the fuck you're talking about.
Okay, but do you promise? Yes, we promise we're gonna leave you alone. You know what? Have fun cleaning up your cat litter. Ladies, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but some of y'all are gonna have to settle. I mean, you have to. We have got to cut it out with all these gender wars. Hey, I'll settle. Oh my God, why are you talking? I don't understand.
Hey, look, if you got less smarter looking at this, I take accountability. She's still arguing with herself. She created 2 arguments in one TikTok video. Why? Like, oh, okay, well, okay, now we got a Karen. Let's go back to Karen. Let's see what's going on here. Which one?
So many people are saying stuff like, oh, the 4B movement is just a TikTok trend. It's not going to take off in real life. It's just a fringe movement. Are they sure about that? Because both CNN and NBC have already reported on the 4B movement since the election. The 4B movement is already starting to go mainstream in the US. And as it does, more and more women are going to consider it for themselves. And I don't know how big the 4B movement will turn out to be in the US, but it'll certainly be something. Thank you for your time. So many people are
Another crazy one. I mean, yeah, these are the kind of people that, get in the way of black guys' cars. It's like, what are you doing here? I'm going to call the police. And then you got, if that happens to you, take out your cell phone immediately. I mean, if you ever catch a chick doing this and then you try to, get by her and everything, and then she starts screaming, "Oh my God, he hit me! Oh, he hit me!" No, get the video. So, I mean, I said, she made her first mistake, info from CNN and MSNBC. Believe it or not, that's a lot of our people's problem. That's a lot of our people's problem. We believe that CNN and MSNBC are so credible that anything they say is the gospel truth. And when you get someone who is very problematic in an argument when it comes to politics, they probably watch CNN and MSNBC. I have said this many times in the past, outspoken introvert. It wasn't gender war until until black men were able to truly speak their side. Yeah, I would always say that when black men started speaking up, then everybody started calling it a gender war. And it's these guys with these simp chips installed in their brains. They're the ones who will sit up there and say gender war. Man, we need to stop all this between the genders and such. Man, it's black people that actually want to get back to the way we used to be. We used to be able to get together, partay, share a drink, laugh, talk, joke around. Now it's all this bullshit because you're falling for the okie doke. No News Podcast. What's good? Shoot. Like all of this hysteria because of mainstream media. This looks like some comedy right here.
Donald Trump! Oh my GG's, bro. Damn. Hello? Babe, what's wrong? Babe, did you see the news? Trump won. Yeah, bro. I know. I saw the news, bro. You know what this means, right? What does it mean? It means I'm breaking up with you. What? Why? Men are scum for not voting for Kamala, and we're tired of not having our back. So I'm done. I voted for Kamala.
Oh, okay. That was kind of confusing to me. He was, I guess he was talking to his woman or something, and he was playing the part of the woman. Again, that's kind of arguing with yourself. Let me see.
Okay, here's my message to men. I understand what many of you are experiencing right now. You live in a time where women are requiring you to be the kind of man that your father was not, your grandfather, your uncle, most other men.
Man, y'all listening to this shit.
They did not have to do or be many of the things that you are now being asked to do. And you believe that is unfair and you're upset. because of this, many of you in the year 2024 want to go back to the past. You want the ease that you believed your father and grandfather had. And when I say ease, what
Here
it
we
might
go.
mean to you is there's no accountability. If you want to abuse your woman, if you want to financially abuse her,
Oh,
if you want to
God.
cheat on her, what you want to have in your world for some of you is the
This-
ability to do.
This is one of these women. This is one of these women that are always going to have that excuse as to why she is single. She's going to come up with all the woman who always has the excuses as to why they are single will more than likely have these reasons that this particular person is stating.
Do whatever you want, and the woman must stay in your life and do things that benefit you, but you do not care about her well-being or her joy for life. And now,
Oh God, there are so many men out there that, you know, become their best selves just to take care of a woman and any kids that he may produce with her. She is obviously someone who has uh what let me see what the Roger Report lie used to call her, an unwanted old feminist. That's what this is right here. This is a classic example.
now you're pissed because how do you get what you want? And you really just need these women to shut up. So I'm gonna hold your hand on.
I mean, that's not a bad idea.
Say this. Most women are not going back. So what that means is if you want to be in the presence of a woman and enjoy the presence of a woman, you're going to have to start asking yourself some questions. Even for many of you who heard that, you're pissed. You want to take something, you want to break something. You don't want to hear it.
Oh, we're punching the air right now.
Understand that within this entire universe, which is constantly expanding, that means that things are constantly evolving or moving to another state of being. That is what is happening here now with women.
Hey, listen up, man. You know, she had like kind of she made a good point. You know, she said some people watching, they're pissed off. You know, they're pissed off right now. So I do have a message for those people real quick. You know, just gonna slightly tell you, for those of you who are, you know, let's check out this PSA real quick, and I'll be right back.
Warning. If you hear something that makes you upset on the broadcast, true, opinion, or otherwise, you are free to sign off or go to another channel. If you can't, please contact the displayed number below to seek help. Trolling and hate watching is more serious than you think. Now back to our scheduled broadcast.
Lord Love Smith is always bald head women talking crazy. Man, look, there's a bunch of them bald head. Then some of them got hair, but they got big backs. Some of them are cute, but they're batshit crazy. I mean, shit. If this woman had just tried a little, if she had just tried a little, she wouldn't be on TikTok saying this shit right now. Like I'm saying, man, I'm probably beginning to favor this TikTok man, although I believe it's going to cost a lot of content to YouTubers who are entertained by this craziness. Definitely an unwanted feminist who wants a lot of sisters to join her in her yeah, so she won't be alone in it, so she can justify her stupid ass positions. And you know what? That's what a lot of people on social media use that for. Here we go. Oh God.
Vince, the secret to dating is just not to give a fuck about anybody and just treat them like shit. Because whenever you do care about somebody and do things for them, they take advantage of you or they don't appreciate it. I'm just so tired of feeling like this. Like you give people the best version of yourself and they just don't appreciate it, or they just, oh, I don't want you like that.
Hey, y'all. I don't know about y'all, but I'm sensing some big back energy right here. I'm just saying.
Like, who does? I don't know if this is because of my side. If I'm just crazy, maybe I'm just like maybe I'm a total fucking bitch. I don't know it. But I'm tired of feeling like this. I'm done. being nice to people and giving them things and giving them the
Y'all hear that? When y'all see her, man, you know, act like you don't know me. She says she's done being nice.
It's part of myself because I never get that in return, and I just cannot handle this. I'm convinced.
Oh God. Yeah. Shit. Let's see. This was just thanking the view. We'll do one more.
I shave my head. The 4B movement is going strong. Told my husband, no more. My kids, this is me. This is amazing. Those women are very smart. Thanks for waiting.
This has to be satire because look at I now believe everything my TV in Hollywood tells me, which I've also said is a problem in the black community in America, that we give too much reverence to what the television says. And I think people on the TV and, you know, behind the scenes know this and understand the influence and the indoctrination that they can distribute. Said, make it stop, please. Fuck B4 movement. Yeah, I am a proponent of the 4B movement because, like, you know, everyone, you know, like a lot of people were trying to point out that this is very advantageous to the average brother, because when from now on, or at least for the next 4 years until 2028, granted that there isn't a President JD Vance in 2028, I mean, you approach a woman out there, she's not likely to be a complete nutcase. So be happy, fellas. That's all I'm saying. Barker TV, he said Rev. All right, close enough. The meme at the bottom is satire. The chick in the clip is serious. Oh, okay. The 4B movement will fail before it ever takes off. Oh, look, these gay women think that they're just gonna get more pussy. Oh, okay. Okay, let's see what she has to say. We got a sister here. I didn't click this one. Why do they believe that they're just gonna get more pussy than you know, because of this 4B movement? Why they not let me click that video?
I
There
don't
it
know
is.
what's so funny about this fake 4B outrage from the men. Is that anytime a
The
woman
men.
expresses her terrible experiences with a man, then it's always, you should have picked better. So now we're not picking at all, and you motherfuckers got a problem with it.
Hey, look what's on her t-shirt. The irony.
Then don't let us talk about our deadbeat ass baby daddies. Dennis,
We will say that is your fault. That's not our fault. You picked that nigga.
you should have kept your fucking legs closed. But now we choosing not to fuck y'all at all. Y'all still got a
Who is y'all? Because I don't know who this bitch is.
problem with that. Then it's always y'all bitches asking for too much. Y'all some gold diggers. Y'all want us for our money. Now we not asking y'all for a fucking thing. Absolutely nothing. Just leave us the fuck alone.
It's like she checks off all the fucked up boxes. Oh, oh man, boy. Well, I tell you, these videos are fun to look through. Oh, okay, here goes another Karen. She's shaving her head.
Most husbands hate their wives. They do. I danced for 4 years. I stripped for 4 years. I danced from 2011 to 2015. I know everything there is to know about men. Okay.
This ain't exactly the topic, but if you're a married guy and you've been to a few strip clubs, then hey, I mean, you know, sometimes wives do understand this, and some wives actually go to strip clubs. But you know, this is not the topic. Since some men hate their wives. I mean, you know, sometimes thoughts go across our minds. I'll tell you that much.
Somebody asked me the other day if I was going to be participating in the 4B movement. And what I will first say to that is no. With hair like this, absolutely not. I do support the 4B movement, though. And let me tell you why. Because the more you don't sleep with your husbands, the more enticed they're going to be to subscribe to my page. And that just helps me build my house.
All right. So this is obviously an OnlyFans chick that has made the point that, yes, this will be very beneficial to sex workers. Yeah, she talking about with hair like this. Yeah, the more for me to pull, bitch, you know, for those guys who actually have the you know, actually get the chance to actually put some penis in. You know what I'm talking about? Shit. No. Then he washes his hands and turns on the PlayStation. Pray for them as they are lost and broken.
We will not cut our hair. We will not lower.
Yeah, she's probably one of those women that can do a couple of tricks, and she's gonna just like the buzz cut lesbians that are looking forward to all the wave of vagina they think they're gonna get. Women like this are also, and it's not like they're doing anything different. Like, the wave of penises, the cock carousel, they've always done that shit.
We are done.
Rate in the United States is at its lowest level in more than a century, and that's according to data from the CDC's National Center for Health Statistics. It found between 2022 and 2023 there was a 3% drop.
I love this for US.
That's around 54 births for every 1,000 women. That is just below the previous low from 2020, which was 56 births.
Hey, for women who are happy that this is happening, don't you realize that you are expressing this to people who are already here? So by the time any of this takes a realistic societal effect, you'll probably be dead and gone. I mean, you can say I get the pleasure of knowing all you want. You still look stupid. I mean, just the crazy ones, because, there's still plenty of them getting pregnant and becoming single moms and, all that other shit. So, I mean, I don't think that we're in any danger whatsoever of going extinct. There will always be like some freaks and some dude out there that's willing to stick his dick in a big woman. So, shoot. Yeah. In support of women. These are some miserable assholes. Okay, guys. Here go another.
We are done.
Oh shit. Nope.
I'm so glad you asked. The 4B movement is a movement in South Korea right now where the misogyny and sexism is so bad that South Korean women have decided to opt out of dealing with men entirely. That is not a joke. That is not an exaggeration. They are not dating men. They are not marrying men. They are not having children with men. They're not even sleeping with men anymore. And it's called the 4B movement because the Korean words for those four things all start with the letter B. This kind of first started happening around 2016 when Kim Ji-young, born 19.
Yeah.
So I was doing an interview the other day about the 4B movement for this opportunity that I'm crossing my fingers for. So y'all pray for me. And she asked me about whether or not I was in a relationship or not. And I'm engaged. And her next question was, how does my partner feel about the 4B movement and me being in support of that? And my answer to her was, he needs to worry about himself. Why would a man that's trying to date me or marry me feel some type of way about me not wanting to be bothered with other men? You see, for me, the 4B movement is not about swearing off men altogether. It's about swearing off men that add no value to your life. It's about decentering men so much that you don't walk around thinking you have to have any old men in your life.
Aren't they already doing this though? I'm confused. It's like every day on social media, they tell you who they're not gonna sleep with. I mean, these some miserable assholes, and who's engaged to her? Can you imagine the hell that this guy has to deal with? I mean, unless he's just a henpecked, you know, single mom raised guy. I mean, shit.
Just because.
And then a guy like that wouldn't have the emotional intelligence to endure that for too long.
And besides that point, why would I want to be with a man that knows that they are literally throwing women or trying to make legislation to put women who have miscarriages in jail? Why would I be concerned?
No, that's not true. That's not true at all.
About keeping a man that doesn't understand why we would choose the bear.
Oh, she said the bear. Oh man, this is still a conversation after all this time. Like, this is so much cap. Like, they don't want to be around the bear.
have 3 daughters. We have 3 daughters. He watches my content. He knows damn well I'm not tying myself legally to a man who could give a shit about my rights and my safety and that of my daughters. So yes.
This is CNN and MSNBC's fault. It's also the View. It's also ABC, The View, NBC, CBS, just about any mainstream network. Just because you vote for a presidential candidate does not mean that you don't care about the safety of women. That's stupid. Like, how long has Roe v. Wade been going on for? Like, what, 2 years? Well, not Roe v. Wade, but overturning Roe v. Wade, and then now because of a presidential election, this shit dumb. And then the presidential candidate even said that he was in support of, he's in support of abortion. He supports it, but he puts it on the states and there was someone who explained it perfectly. It's like the states have more women voters than men voters. Each state, if you break down the voter demographics in each state, there are more women voters than men voters. So it's a smart thing to leave that decision in the hands of women. That's basically what you're doing from state to state. So when you do have, people that are voting down abortion in certain states, it's mostly women. So, oh man, hoes are stupid though. Hoes are stupid, and a lot of niggas up in these up on these platforms, and all these little anti-black man, simp sale, anti-manosphere deuce. They defend hoes like this. This is what they defend. This is what leads them. Her man or something. I think that she said, if I'm not mistaken.
Damn well, I'm not tying myself legally. I have 3 daughters. To put women who have miscarriages in jail. Why would I be concerned about keeping a man that doesn't understand why we would choose the bear? I have 3 daughters. We have 3 daughters. He watches my content. He knows damn well I'm not tying myself legally to a man who could give a shit about my rights and my safety and that of my daughters. So yes, I am engaged, and I'm also a supporter of the 4B movement, which makes him a supporter by default.
That makes him a cuck. Now, a female, can you imagine that? The dude, well, maybe I'm not being fair to him. Maybe, if we got his perspective, whatever dude that she's with, if we got his perspective, then it'll be very different. But she was like, that makes him a supporter by default. And he watches your content. Oh God. But Ken seeing red was good. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, thank y'all for the super chat support. To avoid putting a daughter in danger, swallow. Whatever that means. Let the bear take up the slack. She just proved that there are wives out there that support these hoes. Yeah. Just because a woman is married does not mean that she's on the side of the so-called quote unquote pick me. There are common sense wives out there, but they are far and few between. I would say Celebrity Podcast is one of those common sense wives. But most wives they're able to subjugate their husbands, especially like in the boomer generation because of the mainstream media. Media like The Color Purple. That some that's so simple and so easy to see through, but we still let it influence our culture in a way that made the men feel guilty over nothing. It's just the most pathetic thing for me to observe on a day-to-day basis, how these men are cucked out because of a fucking movie. She's marrying and son husband. She said she has 3 daughters. So them kids might not even be his. She said, I have 3 daughters. We have 3 daughters. Notice how she emphasized that. Oh boy. Supporting in secret means their man is sleeping with the enemy. Sleeping with the enemy. What you mean? With Becky's, Karen's, the white girl. I wouldn't be surprised.
Tell me that there was a name for what I was doing this whole time. So 4B, huh? Yeah, I've been 4Bing for 6 months. Welcome to the team. Y'all didn't tell me that there was.
She said she's been 4Bing for 6 months. Okay. Time to collectively get hysterectomy. Oh my God. Be miserable like me. Like, okay, I think we looked at enough of these videos to know how crazy these women are. No, meant the white. Oh, okay. Yeah. He said the white supremacist black female. The way these women move like this is sleeping with. Okay. I stand corrected. Yeah. He is sleeping with the enemy. It means that she could have avoided her daughters being put in danger if she swallowed her daughters instead of giving birth to them. Oh, God. Drop the link then, Kev. You've been ducking for months. I don't know you. In fact, this is the first time I've ever seen you. You a BAN, bro. On God, come see me. Again, I don't know who you are. Hey, but some smoke. Yeah. This is a smoke show. Okay. But I don't see how I've been ducking you for months. I don't know you. So let me do this. Let me go ahead and drop that link. Let's have a little fun. Okay. So there's this guy named Mark Strong in the comments say I've been ducking him for months, but I have never seen this guy before in my life. So there's a link. Oh, my bad, wrong channel. See? Almost. Oh God. What? I mean, you got my name right. Oh boy. Are you in this crowd, Marcus Strong? It's all good, man. It's all good. It's all to the gravy. It is all to the gravy. So it's been an hour and 38 minutes. Yeah. If somebody wanted to come out, if somebody wanted to come up, shoot. But otherwise, I'm probably about to shut this down in a little bit. I think I've said enough about something that really doesn't affect me anyway, but was fun to talk about. It really was. It's like that's what we got to do around here. That's what some people need to realize, that when you do these YouTube live streams like this, you're not just talking to yourself. You know, you're talking to the people. I thought he was somebody else from the beef sector. No, I don't deal in the beef sector at all. In fact, like I said, I've done 2 shows in the past month. But anyway, we've already, you know. I don't know if there's anybody else out there that sounds like me, but okay, it might be a possibility. Shoot, so I don't know. I don't know about watching more 4B movements. Let's watch some meltdown videos. Them shits are funny. Shits are funny as shit. We're gonna call it Trump. Trump meltdown. See, Trump meltdown. Yeah. Oh shit, Nancy Pelosi. I ain't seen this yet.
Speaker Pelosi, how are you feeling today?
I feel I'm so inspired by the vice president's speech. She has showed so much strength throughout all of this, including today. Of course, I'm very disappointed.
And another 4 years of Donald Trump?
I don't want to even talk about him today.
Thank you, Madam.
Nancy Pelosi is worth like $200 million. How in the fuck is she worth $200 million? Like, I mean, this like, I guess being a senator, I mean, shit pays, man. That's a lot of backroom deals. That's a lot of donors and, you know, lobbyists and such. Let me see. That man said, insider trading.
I'm done with you.
Let me say, I am done with you. I don't do. Say insider trade. Yeah, they get a lot of inside info, and then yeah, it's that. Yeah, I know I didn't do enough to explain that position, but yeah, is they get a lot of information so they can take political positions that are advantageous to corporations and billionaires, and let them tell it. It's the Republicans that are like that. It's not the Democrats. Been in the House of Representatives for at least 2.5 decades or more. That's a lot of networking and making deals. Yeah, but like what? But would you agree that politicians aren't supposed to be becoming like 100 millionaires like that? Like what the hell are they doing to attain such wealth and success? They got us looking at the billionaires, but nobody's really looking at the millionaires. Like maybe that's a conversation that needs to be had. Is that the little woman from The Incredibles?
With you and
done with all of this.
This can't be real. This can't be real.
Poor thing.
All I can say is how fucking dare you? How dare you put this man into office for another 4 years, knowing damn well what it means for our country?
Oh God! If I ever catch any of you acting like this, I'm gonna whip out my cell phone and I'm gonna make a YouTube short out of it.
New news. This has just come out from the Associated Press.
Oh, this shit right here is funny as fuck.
Trump administration officials have been sending babies and other young children. Oh, hold on.
Oh, this is
least
hilarious.
Can we put up the graphic of this? Thank you. Do we have it? No. 3 tender age shelters in South Texas. Lawyers and medical providers just. I think I'm going to have to hand this off. Yeah. Hold on. New.
Okay, they didn't show the image, but basically Elon Musk put on X an image teasing buying MSNBC because their ratings like dropped by 50% when Trump was elected. So they're talking about selling MSNBC, and Elon Musk is very tempted to buy MSNBC. And if Elon Musk buys MSNBC, I will probably start watching it again, because MSNBC has produced very horrible idiots lacking in journalistic integrity, like Joe Scarborough, Mika Brzezinski. By the way, Joe Scarborough was, man, he was irate the other day because Elon Musk said that we are the new media, basically content creators on social media. He was talking about X, formerly known as Twitter. I guess he was talking about content creators in general. You know, and they are upset and butthurt because no one is taking them seriously anymore.
Now it's time for Lefties Losing It. Let's have some fun.
Oh, that's
at
Sky News
reactions to
Australia.
Donald Trump's
That's Rita Panahi, I believe. She's pretty funny. You have to, in order to get through Sky News Australia, you will have to understand that not everyone is going to empathize with the struggles of blacks in America. So, you know, they don't believe that you should receive reparations because none of us were slaves. So they have stated that before. That, you know, we, you know, the whole victimhood thing when black folks be like, oh my God, I'm a black person, blah, blah, blah. In America, racism, they call that victimhood. But outside of that, they're pretty funny. God.
Donald Trump has won the 2024 presidential election.
I'm just gonna leave this right here. And
Why do people get on social media and do this?
MSDNC hosts freaking out and melting down on election night. Okay, watch and leave your comments.
Oh, she's making fun of them.
Only comments below.
All the excitement, all the anxiety, all the doom scrolling, all the manic refreshing of pulling out.
Oh, Mahogany Roots and MJ is in the building. What's good? How you doing? She says Australia is incredibly racist. Aborigines. Yeah, they don't empathize or sympathize. So in order to watch other forms of media, you have to keep an open mind. But I mean, that's not to say they haven't earned a punch in the face. Just saying, don't be surprised when other groups of people don't empathize with you. Because it seems to me like, you know, us as a people here in America, we get a little bit too disappointed when white people don't like us. And I think that's a damn shame, because we as blacks in America are enough to validate ourselves. And once we get that, I believe we'll be better off.
All the anticipation, all the excitement, all the
What
anxiety.
did I do?
Kansas,
A full size
Nebraska, and
TikTok
Wyoming
video.
with its vote, North Dakota and South Dakota, Texas.
Oh man, how did I do that?
Just a video to my future self. In a couple of years, when I'm thinking. This is just a video to my
That
future
man was
self.
playing
In a
16
couple of
notes.
years, when I'm thinking back on this election and the Trump victory, and I'm wondering what happened to these people
Sky News Australia, huh? That's Rich coming from the same people who wiped out the Aborigines. Yeah.
who were so distraught that they're screaming and crying on the internet with Kamala Harris' name painted all over their face.
Hey, but I will say this. I will say this about Sky News Australia. They did kind of push a story that CBS News failed to report, because when they were probing Hunter Biden's laptops and text messages, Hunter Biden's laptops have an email that was used by Joe Biden personally. Plus, Hunter Biden's text messages were laced with the N-word, with the hard R. You know, it's funny how racists always want to use the N-word. But I mean, I would say a massive difference between Donald Trump and Hunter Biden is that Hunter Biden uses the N-word. And we are a blame the daddy culture. Yes, we are. Black people in America, we are a blame the daddy culture. So it's like, well, you can blame the father on this one. I've always believed that Joe Biden was a racist. He is a proven racist through being almost 50 years in government and the policies that he championed. And black folks in 2020 went in all for Joe Biden. Oh, Joe Biden, he was Obama's vice president. He said you ain't black. We better vote for him. Yeah. So there you go. So
This streamer was so angry he ripped his
oh
shirt off.
God, no.
It was pretty
I
rough
did
last
again.
night.
I don't know. I'm profoundly disturbed. I think if you look at the New York
Oh,
Times
God,
this
Sonny
morning,
Holston.
the headline was "America makes a perilous choice."
Sonny Holston is one of the worst people on television, literally. I'm not saying fire her because I am a believer in freedom of speech. But if she was fired, I would understand why. I mean, she's already had to read like 3 legal notices on the air. And I mean, Joy Behar said that, you know, that they're good. They're since they are fact checked by ABC News. ABC News is run by Dana Walden. Dana Walden is one of Kamala Harris's besties and the person who actually introduced her to her current husband, Doug Emhoff. So when you have programs like The View espouse a lot of the hatred that they espouse and try to put it under the guise of fighting for women's rights and such, that's where that shit comes from.
I think that in 2016 we didn't know what we would get from a Trump administration, but we know now, and we know
Yes, you got a bunch of mean tweets and a strong economy.
now that he will have almost unfettered power. And so I worry not about myself, actually. I don't worry about my station in life. I worry about the working class. I worry
What? You are not the working class. What are you talking about?
about my mother, a retired teacher. I worry about our elderly and their Social Security and their Medicare. I worry about my children's future.
The gratuitous virtue signaling. That's all she does. She's a horrible bitch on television, and all she does is virtue signal and act like a victim.
Especially my daughter, who now has less rights than I have.
Why they keep saying that stupid shit? My daughter, who has less rights than I have. Like, that's that same shit DL Hughley said. Oh, I got a grandbaby, and now she has less rights than me. I said, nigga, like, she's a woman in America. She Well, is a female in America seen as it's a baby, not baby's not a woman. But I mean, she has more rights than you. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, people are dumb as fuck, and they anticipate that you will believe anything they say just because they're on TV or they have been on television. This is why the celebrity class in the mainstream media, they're losing so much credibility. They're losing it in droves day to day, and I love that shit.
And I remember my father telling me many, many years ago that I.
Oh yeah, her ancestors owned slaves. Yep. Yep. Sonny Holston's ancestors owned slaves. So I can see where the condescending attitude comes from. Oh God, let me mute that. Like I said, I don't want to get a music copyright. Why are these folks crying?
We made eye contact. We both kind of nodded, like we were both just devastated, and you could just tell in her head.
Yeah, there's some big back out there right now. But I thought y'all like white girls. You know.
Her eyes.
What up, Larry Ledge? Oh, she has a nose ring. Yeah, what they said about them nose rings. Yep, she's likely a part of the 4B movement too. She doesn't feel safe having sex with men.
I can't believe this country did this again. Why did I let myself have?
How was this bad the first time? Tell me what was bad about the first time. From 2016 to 2020. Outside of COVID, which really wasn't Trump's fault. What was so bad? What was so bad? What happened that was so earth-shattering and cataclysmic that we could not experience this again? This one right here will always be funny. Well, okay, since nobody wanted to, come up here or whatever, I'm good. Like, that's enough for now. I will try to come with another show sooner than later. Like I said, I haven't been the most consistent content creator. My consistency needs to step back up. But the fact that all of you came in to watch tonight, I got up to 40. That's very good. That is very good. Yeah, thanks for sticking around for my content and always believing that whenever I hit that live button, that whenever I hit that live button, that I guess I'm saying something. So anyway, yeah, I don't think that we have anything to worry about as far as this 4B movement. These women who are claiming 4B or whatever, that are taking their time on social media to try to gain some attention or whatever, they are thank you for keeping your crazy ass away from people you could possibly reproduce with and bring another crazy motherfucker into the world like yourself. So and man said, imagine a bunch of swirlers and divestors threatening the 4B. I was like, well, they must be telling the white dudes that. They're not telling us. They ain't gonna for. And then they so hung up on they zaddy, up on they Brad, they Chad. They ain't gonna 4B anyway. Their level of desperation negates 4B all the way. Like shit, Kayla Nicole is still crying over Travis Kelce. Still crying. Still. And black folks are still crying because Travis Kelce doesn't want a black woman. He dating Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift, who supported their mamala. So that has a likelihood of not happening, but just for the sake of imagining, shit, hilarious. Fucking hilarious. So that's it. Long live the habitual line steppers. I will see y'all on the next go round. I enjoyed this stream. Thank you for showing up. And shout out once again to the replay gang and all of that shit. So let me leave you with this message, and then we're gonna play the ending, and I'm out of here. Peace.